There are hotels around the world that are not just strange, they are completely inexplicable. Places where the architecture crosses the line, logic disappears, and you ask yourself, how did anyone even decide to spend the night here? Today we are going to visit exactly those places. Not the most luxurious, not the most beautiful, but the ones that make you watch another frame just to see if they are real. And don't leave before the end. The bonus this time is something you can directly use on your next trip. Here we go. The Crane Hotel Faralda. Imagine a hotel that is not built on the land, but on the history of a city. The Crane Hotel Faralda stands on the edge between industry and luxury, literally. A giant cargo crane from the old port, abandoned after decades of operation, was transformed into a place that makes no sense of being a hotel, but it is. Below, metal, steel, and wind that plays between the structures. You climb up, and every step makes you feel like a character entering a forbidden zone. And up, the rooms are unlike anything you've ever seen. 360-degree views, raw industrial design, and that specific feeling that you're sleeping in a machine, not a hotel. This place wasn't designed to be comfortable. It was designed to stay in your mind. And if this hotel uses height to push you out of your comfort zone, the next one does the opposite. It doesn't lift you up, it swallows you up and shows you what happens when luxury goes deep, literally deep, underground. A hotel in a cave with its own waterfall. This place doesn't look like a hotel. It looks like a secret hideaway, carved by nature and shaped by people who clearly don't recognize boundaries. You walk in, and the first sound is water. A real waterfall, falling over natural stone and making the air cooler, smoother, cleaner. The room is a combination of a raw cave, warm light, and silence that vibrates, not sounds. This is a hotel that wasn't built on nature, but a hotel that let nature lead. Here, time drips slowly, along with the water. Here, the movement is different. Here, the feeling is not of being a guest, but of having discovered a place that was here long before you. And just when you get used to the feeling of a hideaway, of a refuge, the next hotel does the opposite, doesn't hide you, and it puts you where no hotel should be. Hotel in an ancient tomb. Before you step inside, there's a moment of hesitation. Not because it's scary, but because you feel like you're stepping into a place that wasn't meant for living people. This hotel is carved into an ancient tomb, a real one, an authentic one, with stone corridors that smell of history, sand, and cold walls. The rooms aren't decor. They're preserved structures, used so that you can sleep where artifacts and rituals lost in time once stood. There are no windows. There's no sun. There's a silence so profound that you start to hear your own thoughts more clearly than ever. This isn't an experience of luxury. This is an experience of respect for people, culture, and time that was here centuries before anyone's tourist profile was created. The stranger the hotels get, the bolder the ideas get. The next place is no longer playing with concepts. It's playing with matter. It's built from something no one would expect to hold an entire hotel. The Salt Hotel in Bolivia, the place where everything melts, except memories. In the heart of Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat, there is a hotel that doesn't just stand on salt. It is salt. Walls made of salt blocks, furniture carved from salt. Even the beds rest on salt bases that creak under your fingers like frozen snow. Inside, the air is dry and clean, the light is milky, and the silence is so deep that you can hear your own breathing, as if you've entered a world where time has stopped. At night, the desert turns into a mirror. The moon falls on the white horizon, and the entire hotel looks like a place taken from another world. Both raw and beautiful, like architecture made of dust and light. Here you understand that not everything strange is noisy. Sometimes the most exotic is built from the simplest material, but placed where it doesn't belong the place. If salt could be a hotel, imagine what happens when the building itself starts moving. The next place doesn't stay put. It travels, and it makes you forget everything you know about what a stationary hotel looks like. The floating hotel, the place that has no address, just a direction. There are hotels that are built on rocks. Some hotels dig into the ground, but there are also those that simply set off. This floating hotel doesn't stay in one place. It moves like a small private island, quiet, independent, and completely cut off from the world. In the morning, you wake up on one coast. The next day, on a completely different one. Water is the only street that leads to it. The only noise is the waves. And the feeling is that you are sleeping inside a landscape that changes every hour. Inside, everything is minimalist, almost meditative. Wood, light, space. A place that gives you not only a view, but also movement. Not just a place to stay, but a route. But if a floating hotel is freedom in its purest form, the next place is the opposite. It doesn't move. It sits where it was left decades ago, abandoned, forgotten, and only then turned into a hotel. Get ready for a place that's stuck in its own past. The abandoned 1970s. Moon Dome, the place that doesn't look like anything earthly. There are hotels that look modern, some hotels look ancient, and this one looks like it was built by people who never lived on Earth. The Moon Dome is a relic from a forgotten futuristic era, the 1970s, when architects believed the future would be round, smooth, and half alien. Now, decades after it was abandoned, someone decided to turn it into a hotel. Not to renovate it, to wake it up, you step inside, and it's like you've stepped back into some alternate version of the past. A space aesthetic, concrete curves, a silence that sounds like a distant echo. The rooms are bare, but futuristic in that old, naive way, as if that was the dream of life on Mars half a century ago. And at night, the dome structure collects the sound of the wind so that it's like you're listening to a broken radio from another planet. Strange, peaceful, and completely unreal. But if this place makes you feel like a guest in the future from the past, the next hotel takes you back to something much older, much wilder, and much more real. Not concrete, not space domes, but life. Real, noisy, raw life. So close to you, you can literally hear it breathing. The Active Farm Hotel, the place where you sleep next to life. This is not agritourism, it is not rustic charm. This is a real working farm, noisy, fragrant, chaotic, and turned into a hotel. Here, you don't hear air conditioning. You hear the sounds of animals waking up before you. Breakfast doesn't come from the kitchen, it comes from the field. And when you wake up in the morning, you don't hear an alarm, but hooves clattering on the concrete floor of the barn next to your room. The rooms are simple, bright, almost like country houses, but with a feeling that no luxury hotel can buy. Here you are part of a rhythm that is not made for tourists. Life is not pretending around you. It just happens. A place that doesn't give you comfort, but honesty. After life and noise comes silence and ice. Next comes a place carved by nature, not by man, the hotel carved in a glacier cave. There are places that aren't just cold, they're ancient. Deep beneath the surface of one of the northern ice valleys, there's a hotel carved right into the body of a glacier that's older than any civilization we've ever heard of. You step inside, and the first thing you feel isn't the cold. It's the silence. A silence that sounds different because the walls aren't stone or wood, but pure ice, layer upon layer, millennium after millennium. The rooms are sculpted like little ice chambers, lit only by soft blue lights that make the entire interior pulse like breathing. The bed is warm, the blankets are heavy, but everything around you, walls, doors, even the furniture, is carved from ice. And at night, it starts to crackle, quietly, like a distant whisper. It's not dangerous. It's the glacier itself, moving under its own weight. And that's what makes the place alive. It's like you're sleeping in the heart of something huge. These hotels aren't just weird. They're a reminder that the world can still surprise us. That travel isn't just about convenience. It's about an experience that sometimes takes you out of your routine in a way that words can't explain. And just when you think nothing can impress you anymore, somewhere hits you like cold water, showing you that there's still so much to see. Now, the bonus. No suitcase tricks, no complicated schemes, just a simple, almost dishonest hack that works in 60 to 70% of hotels. How to get a free upgrade. Here's how. 1. Check in a little later, between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m., when the hotel already knows which rooms are empty. 2. Say one simple phrase. If you have any rooms in a higher category available, I'd be happy to try one. Calmly, confidently, without begging. 3. If the hotel is full, you're done. If it's not, they often give you the room because it's easier for them to fill it than to keep it empty. This works because hotels prefer to accommodate a person in a higher room category than to leave an empty category overnight. Just business logic. If the video gave you at least one idea, one inspiration, or one new perspective on the world, subscribe to the channel, take a look at our other videos. And if you want more stories, locations, and trips that don't look like anything standard, we have enough to fill several lives.